Hey everyone, it's Devyn. Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been forever since I've done an update, and I'll get into that. But first, I'd like to apologize in advance for the lack of organization in this video, and I'm probably not going to edit it either because I don't feel like it. But anyway, I'll just get into it. So basically, your girl was depressed. I was so more depressed than I'd ever been in my life. Now, I'd been depressed before, um, severely depressed and suicidal, and, trigger warning, I guess. Sorry about that. Trigger warning. I'm going to go into some of these depressed thoughts. Um, but yeah, basically, I think that estrogen was making me delve deeper into my depression than I had ever done before. And it was really, I was depressed about a lot of the same things, except um, my stepdad died. And then that, like, kind of triggered some memories and some childhood stuff, too. But yeah, basically, I was just so sad almost every other day or every day. I had terrible anxiety. I didn't want to get out of bed. I wasn't doing my schoolwork. Um, I wasn't eating. I wasn't doing a lot of things. I couldn't bring myself to record, obviously. Um, but yeah, I'm back, and actually, this past week and a half now has been like the longest period of time I've had without anxiety or depression at all. It's been amazing. I think part of that is due to being on a new ADHD medication. Um, so I was diagnosed with ADHD quite a while ago, like when I first started my first bachelor's degree back in the day. That's 2014. And I had been prescribed Adderall. Um, but, and it worked, like I could focus, but it didn't really do anything else for me except give me terrible symptoms like dry mouth, and I couldn't sleep, and my jaw would clench. And I don't know why, but it never really occurred to me to take the ADHD seriously and ask if I could have another medication. I don't know why I never thought of that. Um, but I did recently, and I'm taking this medication now called Strattera, and it's also an antidepressant. And I'm not a doctor, I'm not recommending this to anybody. You should talk to your doctor about that. But it's really working for me, and I haven't been anxious or depressed, and I've been like doing stuff. Like before, I was having trouble doing simple things like getting out of bed and like washing the dishes or doing like, simple things that I should have been able to do, but I was too depressed and stuff, or maybe it was like a burnout, which is also another thing. I guess, like, so I've been seeing a therapist quite regularly, and at first I only really got a therapist so I could have somebody write me a letter for facial surgery. But then I ended up realizing that, wow, hey, therapists are helpful. Like, they have good opinions. And I really dove into like some of my childhood trauma and my like current ways of thinking and stuff like that, and she's been able to bounce back some really interesting ideas, including she like it was like, have you ever considered that you might be on the spectrum, like autistic? And I was like, now, I'm not diagnosed officially or anything. I will be seeking diagnosis, um, because now I really think I've been living with autism and ADHD and not realizing it. And these depressive episodes that I've been having, I think, is actually burnout, um, which I could talk about in another video. But let's talk about like trans updates, which is what we are really here for. Um, I think what is new? I'm I'll tell you my current medication. I'm on 125 milligrams of Spiro. Um, I'm on 100 milligrams of progesterone and 1 milliliter of Depo estradiol um, once every 2 weeks by intramuscular injection. Um, and I've been seeing some like really good results. Um, like my boobs have definitely gotten bigger. I don't think you'd be able to tell in this particular shirt, but I promise they're there. Um, and what else has happened besides, let's see, I bought my first bikini, and that's super exciting. I'm super nervous to wear it here in Oklahoma, but I will do it when the summer arrives. Um, mm, what else? I don't know. Like, that's such a long period of time, and I feel like for most of it, I was just being depressed. Except I'd have like these moments of euphoria, and they'd be really high moments of euphoria, like seeing my body change, my hips are getting wider. Um, do I want to show that on camera? No, I'm not tucked. I really don't want to show that on camera right now. Um, but yeah, um, what was I gonna say? Oh, if anybody's interested in wondering like how I tuck for my bikini, somebody said that might make a good video, which sounds embarrassing, but if y'all want it, let me know in the comments and I'll do it. Um, but yeah, is there anything new about like my emotional state? Um, I don't think so. Um, like it's pretty much been what I've been experiencing, which I think is like higher highs and lower lows. I don't know if I've ever talked about that before. Um, and another interesting thing I've been thinking is like if if I am autistic, I think that maybe the estrogen was kind of amplifying some of like my um some things. Like I get overstimulated, I think is what it actually is. I didn't realize I was getting overstimulated, but I noticed that I get really sleepy in the sun, and like I'm really sensitive to cold temperatures, and I think estrogen has like exasperated that. So now I feel like I'm extra sensitive to cold. um, the nausea has come back and forth. I'm currently not having too much nausea unless it's from my new ADHD medication. I'm so sorry about like this lighting situation. Um, but yeah. Um, sorry, I'm just so scatterbrained right now. I need that ADHD medicine to start working. Um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it at this for now. I'll give you guys this short little update. But yeah, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for subscribing. And I will talk to you soon.